Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75. Welcome to another Transformers knockoff review. As you can see, this one is my knockoff, oversized Constructicon Maximus. Well, oversized, Scavenger here is definitely double-sized. The rest, the auction on eBay did say that they were regular sized, but I'm not quite sure. They slightly look like they might be just a bit bigger, but I don't actually think they are. I'm not totally sure. I haven't got the originals here to do a comparison with, really, but the originals were basic size toys. These could be basic size toys, but I mean, they're about as big as a new deluxe size toy, to be honest with you. But you know, so they could be. I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I know definitely Scavenger over it is double sized. This is obviously the box they came in. Actually, no, this is the box that Scavenger came on. As you can see, it is rather large. It does have a little interesting picture up here. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry about this, the only one I can get it on. There is another figure that these guys will attach to. I haven't got that figure, but you can see him just here on this box. There he is, transformed into some sort of tractor. It looks a bit strange with it, but you know, that's knockoffs for you. They always do something strange. Right, so let's get onto these anyway. As you can see, I have put some Decepticon G2 logos on because it's oversized, and this is what I usually do when I get oversized, different colour sort of figures sometimes. That's what I do, and I actually think the Decepticon logos really work really well with these figures, actually. And actually, the plastic quality is actually pretty good on most of them. These two, they're a little bit dodgy. This guy's a little bit dodgy, but these two is actually pretty good. I can't remember the individual names, unfortunately. They do escape me for the moment, so I'm not going to really mention them too much. I do remember this guy was called Scavenger. That's about it. Right, so I'm only going to transform one of each, because obviously they're the same toy, basically. Although, at least they did try and do something different on this. Because as you can see, this one's a crane. And I think they've tried to make this one into a red fire truck, because the attachment at the end of his crane arm now resembles a fire hose, which is pretty cool. Shame the originals didn't do that. I know it wouldn't have really stood with being a construction vehicle, but there we go. And as you can see, he's got a hook. Other than that, they're exactly the same, just different colours. And we're going to put him over there. I'm going to transform the red one, actually. They do have the same features as before. Like, you can disconnect the crane arm from there, and it will extend slightly. It is a bit loose, so I don't really bother doing that. Easier just to leave it reattached. The wheels do roll slightly, sort of, but being a knockoff, they're a bit shit. They do actually all come, each figure does come with a full set of these. And like before, obviously this figure just came with this, and this one only came with that guy. But each figure does come with both, which is a little strange. You can still attach them in the usual way, there, slightly, maybe not. It doesn't really want to stay. There you go, it just sort of attached, but it looks a bit rubbish. It's always looked a bit rubbish, to be honest, that figure, so I don't bother. Right, so to transform it's got really an easy transformation. We're almost there. I think this is the front way around, isn't it? We just open out the feet like that, split them, if I can, that is, there we go. Open that up, that sort of goes up there, really. This whole section rotates on this fella, and that just rotates out to form his arm, like that. And then that just rotates downwards. Better be careful because I don't want to break it. Make sure you've got to get in the right position. There we go, thought I broke it. And there we go, and there is him in robot mode. And it's not a bad robot mode, to be honest. So I'm just looking outside my bedroom window. He's not bad robot mode, to be honest. If you can get him to stand, that is. Though he does have the ridiculously long crane arm, which is a little bit stupid. So anyway, we're going to put him over there. Right, so then we're going to come on to these guys. These guys actually do work really well. I still do love the claw bit on the back. I think that works actually really well, to be honest. Pretty damn good. And he's, as usual, he's got his functioning shovel at the front. And then we're going to take that off. Just going to turn him to robot mode now. It's not that bad, actually. I think we same exactly before. I'm not going to concentrate too much on it. You come up to here and this will just tab onto there. Same with that, into there really. And then that both just then disconnects. Oh, bloody hell. Well, it's supposed to. I'll get that to reattach. Sorry about that. There we go. It does reattach. Sorry, detach from there, and then that sort of moves round. This whole section then has to move upwards and round. That is going to form his back, if I remember rightly. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've actually transformed this. That files. Oh no, there we go. That's how you do it. And that. Sorry, this looks a bit crap because I haven't done it for a long time. I'm sure that rotates. Hold on. Why isn't that rotating? This is bloody stiff. That's all right. Ah. There we go. This does rotate. It's just that it's on a screw joint just in there, and it must have tightened up when I transformed it last time. So anyway, so you open that out. This folds all the way down and then just lightly clips into place there. Then we fold these wheels back. It does have a knack of coming undone, which is incredibly annoying. Right, so then just rotate these down, and there's the arms. Right, just put it in place just there, and then we've got the arms. And to be honest, he is quite a good road mode. I enjoyed these on the original versions. I'm not quite sure exactly what you bloody do with this now. These fucking, oh sorry, I don't mean to swear. These wheels piss me off, and that should go sort of like that. And then we end up with him in robot mode. And to be honest, it doesn't look half bad, if I'm honest. The quality is really good, and he does fit well pretty good. Yeah, you can't really grumble with that one. He does have a funny little head sculpt. Don't know if you can see that there. Not quite like the original, but still alright. Right, so then we have Scavenger. As you can see, he is definitely double sized, and it's now actually quite big. And once you've combined it into the combined mode of Constructicon Maximus, actually now the proportions are a little better, because rather than have a body that's the same size as his arm, he's now got a bigger body. So it looks a little better. He still does the same sort of things as Scavenger does. He's still got the little wheels and everything. He still does have a few little working wheels under there. And he does have the strange scoop on the front. Other than that, he's exactly the same. Right, let's transform this into robot mode very quickly. It's got quite an easy transformation. Just rotate these up. This one's a little loose on that side. Does annoy me. Open these out. These are going to come the legs. We just rotate those like that. You've got these funny little toes on the front there. We're just going to bring them down like that. And then we're almost there. We'll just rotate those down. Rotate the arms out. And then we come around to the back here. Undo this panel. Flip up. If you can get your finger in there, make sure you can see what I'm doing. There you go. Flip up his little rope head. Close the panel up. Once you've rotated it right, that will clip into place just there. And that will clip into place at the back. Then we just close him up. Got his arm round, just round here. The same with this one. That always looks better just on his back, just there. And then we've got his arm. Well, his other arm anyway. Just around there. And then, to be honest, he doesn't look too bad in robot mode. He's got quite a cool little head sculpt. That bloody panel is a little bit loose though. And now, compared to this little fella, as you can see, he's a lot taller than him now. Much like the G1 Gestalts of old. Yeah, he doesn't look too bad. Right, let's transform these into Constructicon Maximus. I'm just going to transform some of the others, well, transform these guys back into their vehicle modes, because it's obviously then easier to get them. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, back into Constructicon mode. Okay, 1 second. Right, so I've transformed them, all the little guys into their alt modes, because basically it's just attaching them to the big guy once I've got him into his torso mode, and it is almost exactly the same as before. All we do now is we flip these little panels up, just the black ones at the side there, and then with the legs we just have to open it out like that, and then it's got a double peg just inside, just to unattach it from that one just in there. Oh, bloody arm. And then it's on a little rotational joint inside. Oh yeah, close these little bloody toes up. And then we need to slide it round if it wants to bloody move, which now it don't. There we go. Then once you get it moving, tab it back into the new hole, and then that reveals the little ball joint at the back there, that blooming arm. And then so we do the same again, just unattach it, and then as you can see there is that little slidey joint just in there. Just manoeuvre it up, and then straight into there. And then there he is with his new legs. I love how they did include little mini-con posts. God knows whether he actually attaches to any or anything like that. Now then, we're going to open up the arms just slightly on this side. I'm going to come around here and hopefully I can do it like this. It's a little bit hard because I don't have a lot of room anymore. These now fold downwards, I think. Actually, I think they do. Can't actually remember now. Anyway, we now have to disconnect this from the tab he's into on the central one there. And then he's on this funny little double rotational joint, and now he's going to tab just this hole just onto that there. That will hold everything in place if you can get it on there. There we go. Once that's in, open up the little tab just on the back there, and you can fold his head right back, close that back over, and then that is it. That's it. Once you've got it lined up properly, it'll be a nice good 45-degree angle. Just rotate that back a bit. That is now going to close up in there. Now we have to rotate it around, that up like that, and then this little hole is going to go onto that tab there, holding that arm in place. And then we do the same on this. That goes up, rotates round, that rotates round as well, and he's got a hole just there, and that's going to go onto that tab somehow. And then once you get it just right, everything will just come good, and then that just locks back into place just around here somehow. Well, it don't really, it just sort of stays there. Then once you've got that in place, you just lift up that, there's his head, rotate that all the way round, and there we have his head. And it's quite a strange head actually, I'll have a look at that in a moment. Then it's just a case of attaching the limbs to him. I'm going to make this guy a foot. We just open these out, disconnect that slightly off there. Now what you're supposed to do is you get this little red one and you would tab it into there, and then you would attach one to here, but this don't tab into there properly and you've got no hole there, so you just have to pretend as best you can really. No, I can't remember how I did it. I did have a way of doing it. I think it was attach that in there and then hope for the best, kind of like that. Maybe even poke that inside, and then there's a leg of sorts. We're going to make this another leg. I can't remember which one I usually make the leg. Probably that one. Let's go for a different colour. So obviously then with this already attached, just open this out. This becomes a foot. Once you get them tabbed in there properly, this one doesn't want to go in there properly. There we go. And then just bring that forward like that, and then we have a couple of legs. And then with the arm, this one is actually a lot easier. If I can grab it, you have that, and that will just attach like that as some strange hand. We just rotate this down. That's going to become a shoulder joint with his little strange hand like that. Put that over there. Come to this one. Again, we just open that out. That's going to become this weird claw hand. Rotate that out, and then this just rotates inwards. Like I say, you can have all different manner of colour of limbs, how you want to arrange him, so it's, you know, it's completely up to you. Also forgot, he does come with this weapon. You can't really hold it in this one, but you can in robot mode. I actually forgot about it. And it's pretty good because it does light up. You can sort of see it lighting up, which is strange for a knockoff. Yeah, it's not too bad. Don't see the point of it, but you know, it's alright. Right, so let's attach these all to him. I'm going to do the arms first. I'm going to try and do it so you can see it on camera. 1 second. Right, so he's now got a ball joint there. That's just going to push onto there. His head normally moves out of the way. Again, that one should fold up. That goes into there. Then it's just a case of attaching the bottom ones and then making sure he doesn't fall apart on you. Again, come around here. That's it. And is he going to stand up? He's a bit, because he's now big and heavy and the joints aren't the best to cope with it. He ends up, let me just adjust my camera. He does end up being slightly a bit awkward to pose. It's not too bad actually. The joints aren't too bad if you can get them just right. Like, that doesn't actually look that bad. He's got a strange head sculpt. You can sort of angle it more in the centre, like so, and that don't look too bad. The pictures on eBay had it more looking like blooming Optimus Prime off Armada's sort of head, which I thought looked alright actually. That foot is a bit problematic. There's not much you can do about it unless I want to redo it. As you can see, he's about to fall over because he is moving. No, he stopped. You know, I think the original Constructicon Maximus came up to about here on him. So that isn't too bad. I mean, he looks, you know, he looks right. For what he is, he don't look too bad, if you want my opinion. Ah, his bloody foot's come off now. But, again, he's a knockoff, so what do you expect? Some joints will be good, others not so good. There we go. You know, it's alright. Play about with him enough and you'll get him into a decent pose. I think he's alright. I can't remember how much I paid for him. I paid about 40 quid for him in the end. I tried to get him once and then lost him, and then the other guy had another one and I managed to get that one. You know, it's alright. I thought it was alright. Worth the money, because you just don't see it that often. You know. Right, so I'm going to end this review there. Hope you liked it. And I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.